is time for the next installment of Conversations, underwritten by Amber Engine. Amber Engine was founded by a team of home furnishing industry innovators, technologists, and experts. Their whole mission is to create a powerful set of tools that make data sharing for the home furnishing industry easy and efficient. We recently added a beloved furniture sponsor, Mo's Home Collection. I'm Dean Horowitz, president of PBM and publisher of Furniture Today. In each of these episodes, we talk to a company or individual that's really pushing our industry forward through innovative thinking and execution. Mo's was founded by Mo Sr. in Vancouver, British Columbia in 1986 as a retailer of fine rugs and furniture. It's grown to become a significant supplier in every home decor category. Today, this business is driven by Mo and his two children. They are poised for the next area of expansion, the licensing of the Mo's retail experience.
I'm here at Mo's showroom in Las Vegas. A lot of activity going on, new products, just a beautiful, beautiful space. It's an honor to be with you all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you for being the furniture sponsor of the series, Conversations. So, all right, so we have to start it off and introduce each of you to everybody. So Sarah, talk about you.
My name's Sarah, and I manage the retail division of Mo's Home Collection. So we have 4 retail stores of our own, and I primarily focus on the retail division. And then I also come to the shows to do a bit of buying and also to help in our own showroom.
Great. Mo Sr.
Hi, I'm Mo Senior. As you may or may not know, that I am the main buyer of the company and traveling all over the world and trying to bring in the latest fashion, design, and different innovations and that I can do into every market.
Mo Jr.
I am Mo Jr. and I've been involved full time in the company since out of college in 2005, and my background is numbers, accounting, that side of things. But now I'm kind of involved in everything in the wholesale side, from operations to helping Mo Senior on buying and to the financial side as well.
Great. What's so nice is you're a family business, but everybody has a distinct role.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Right.
And we were talking earlier, they want you to stay in the business. It's not the typical family business of dad, go home.
No, no. They want me on board and help them out, and then they help me as well. So most of our growth because of the 2 kids, Sarah and Mo Jr. Without their help, I couldn't be where we are today.
Well, one of the great things and why I wanted you part of this is an innovative company. People talk about innovation doesn't happen in this space, or very little does, and that's all you are. From my perspective, you're hungry for new ideas, you're always sourcing new things, your eye and just what you bring to the market is amazing. And I think that starts with you and what you bring to the business, isn't it?
Thank you, yes, yeah. That's where I started, and then kids came and helped us out, and then now where we are, Sarah has her own role, and Mo Jr. has his own role, and then I'm just outsider for now, and then don't even talk to them about anything, and then except that they always complain that I'm a little bit slow.
Do they make you punch in and punch out every day?
But this is how we manage for 12 years now, working full time. Is we kind of each have our own individual role in a way, and we get along great actually. So. Works out.
Yeah.
So that's essential too for any company, right? You know your position, you hire the right people, and you're fortunately both really talented, and you have the trust, so you don't have meddling.
No.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which we were talking about before. That's a dream company too, where
Yeah.
you could really fulfill who you are.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's all on your shoulders.
Well, not anymore. I mean, they both are mature enough. They run the company very well. I couldn't do it seriously. I mean, you know what? Anything that I need, I still get guidance from them because they are part of the millennials and they know a lot of things that I wish I knew when I was at their age.
That's fantastic too, and they're smart.
Thank you.
They think of everything.
Thank you.
We try.
Well, one of the other things that's so special about this company is you have the retail as well as the supply side. So could we talk about your retail operation first?
Yeah, so the retail operation, I mean, our flagship store is almost 50,000 square feet and it's in Vancouver, and that's where we're all based as well. And, you know, majority of the store is all Moe's products, and then we have to supplement with some other brands as well. But the retail division gives us a chance to see the consumers take on our product. And, you know, our stores in Seattle and Vancouver, obviously, I mean, we sell all over the world, so you know, what sells in Florida might be different than what sells in Washington, but at least we get good guidance from our consumers as to our product, our price point. And when we go, you know, buying, also we keep in mind what the retail price is going to be and what the consumer is going to pay, and is this something that they'd be interested in. So because we come from a retail background, we have that always in the back of our minds when we're going out buying for the wholesale division to sell to retailers.
It's like you have your own R&D facility that also is profitable.
Yeah.
So you take that knowledge and then when you meet with, say I'm a retailer in North Carolina, you're transferring that over to your products and can talk off of that. So if I'm a retailer, what would you tell me? What makes it really special to work with you?
Well, I think because we have the retail stores, we also have a great mix of product, and we can kind of meet all your needs as a retailer. It's almost, you know, a one-stop source in a way. So we carry products across all categories, and we kind of marry different looks as well together. So we're not just stuck on contemporary. We're not just stuck on traditional. We have different looks that we bring together within our showroom and within our retail stores. And so because of the retail stores, we kind of source and wholesale in a way where we kind of have everything you need as a retailer. So I think that's an advantage.
So you can help me with back office as well.
How so?
Well, because you're running your own back office, I can talk to you as a mentor as well. How do I collaborate on better systems that maybe I'm using and things like that?
Yeah, like I've collaborated a lot with customers through our wholesale division who just need feedback as what do we do for like deliveries and assemblies and general operations of the store. We have that information and what works for us, so we're always happy to share that information with retailers because we have that background. So I think that's important.
So one of the major thing is about the price point, and when either China or India or Indonesia, wherever I am, when I'm manufacturing a product, my end result is I calculate the cost from back end to the front, rather than going all the way and know the price. I bring it down. What price point that the retail can sell this, and I come back. How much can we sell in wholesale? Then go to the retail and retail be profitable. This is very important part of because it's all about the price. So that's how I do it. And when I bring it to the market, I know that there is a good profitability in the price, and at the same time, even customers always say they always perceive value at most product. They can make much more than 2.5% on most product.
Because you've already engineered it into the product itself.
Yes, I know how much the retail can sell and be very profitable.
Powerful. Because but when you look at other suppliers and manufacturers of home furnishing, they're putting pressure on their sales teams to increase the margins. How do you do these things? How do you get into? And you're taking it from the approach of, look, we know your business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's innovative. There aren't many companies that are doing that.
Right. Yeah. And the other thing is, one of our success is when we go before we come to the market, we already have the product, and we have a backup as well. So either we sell it, or if we cannot sell it, we sell it to our retail stores. So even our sample, when we buy from the start, there will be like 25, 30, 35 pieces as a sample order. We don't just buy or make one product, bring it to the market, and then see how the market react to it and go back and start manufacturing it. We don't do that.
It's not the promise of a product. It is the product. I'm going to get that product.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
You have all these foundational things that others don't necessarily have, and now you're rolling out a new concept. Who wants to hit on that?
The licensing store.
The licensing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like a franchise store. We're calling it a licensing store. We've opened our first one in Victoria, BC. That opened about almost a year ago, I would say, 9-10 months ago. We've had some huge success through that store. We put a program together that we think fits for a lot of. It's got a lot of potential for anyone opening a new store, or they have an existing store and want to add on a new look and want to do it under a different name and under a different roof, for example. So the licensing store is basically a Moe's store that they would open. They would carry predominantly Moe's product. We feel an optimal square footage for the store is anywhere around the 10,000 square foot mark. It could be a little bit smaller, it could be a little bit bigger, but Moe's has such a large breadth of product that 10,000 is probably the right amount. And it basically allows that licensee to buy at the best prices that top 100 guys buy at, because we're giving them very favorable pricing. We're allowing them to use the Moe's name, the Moe's brand, Moe's social media, the website, so really making it turnkey and easy. And we just feel that this is the type of product we have is really what's kind of in right now. It's what's fashionable right now. Yeah. So we've got a second store that's been committed to. I'm not going to disclose the location just yet, but
why not?
I guess we.
No, you don't.
There is a second one that is committed to in the U.S. and there's a couple other things that are in the works. So we think it's going to be a very successful program.
Oh, excellent. So we recently did a readership study on retailers. It said what kind of information do you most need? Number one was business strategy.
Yeah.
Third on the list was technology. And I think the struggle with technology has been no one has really laid out how it fits your strategy. Instead, it's perceived as a one-time investment. I don't know if I'm going to get a return. Is this going to work? You already have the technology in place on how you operate your company,
Yep.
and you have the business strategy that can prove it out. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, we have all the marketing material ready. For example, whenever we run a sale 4 or 5 times a year at our retail stores, and that same artwork we pass on to our currently one franchise store, and they use that same artwork for their ads. So everything is ready. Other examples, for example, our software that we use in our stores, franchise stores using the same software. So, if they ever have any questions and anything, we're there for support that we can easily help them because we've been using it for many years. Just simple things like shopping bags that we use at our retail stores, hang tags, signage, any of that kind of stuff we have available to those retailers. So they don't need to even think about it. They don't need to hire an outside party to design anything for them. We've got it already done. So we've got everything in place that you need to operate a store. The only thing they really need to do is staff the store. And our reps will go in, train the staff on a regular basis, but it's just the day-to-day operational stuff that they really need to worry about.
Well, the furniture is like right for right now, but I bet 5-10 years ago it was right for that moment as well, and confident that it'll be right for the future moments. How do you make sure that you keep that?
Well, product development, I think, is one of our strengths, and it's what, as Mo Senior said early on, he's the main buyer of the company, and he loves product development. Sometimes you have to hold him back because he's developing too much, but no, that's I think that's one of our key strengths. We're always bringing in new products, and as Mo again said, that we're not scared. We don't just bring in one piece, show it at a show, and see a response. If we're going to show it at the show, we're committing to it, and we're doing that with hundreds of new products at every market. And I think, Mo Senior's always really had a great eye. Even from the beginning. So, going back to 1999 when we started the wholesale business, sometimes maybe we were a little too ahead, right? I think that could very well be.
Yeah.
But I think we've got a huge strength in innovating product and staying ahead of the trend, and that's kind of what we like to do.
It's that curiosity, the natural.
Yeah, see, for franchisee store, we are very, very sure that they will be successful. One of the reasons that they're going to be successful is, like, let's look at this showroom. It's about 15,000 square feet showroom. There is a combination of 65 to 75 different manufacturers' product is here. And then we have the whole, all the rest of the things. The product itself is very important. What kind of product you're going to put on that showroom to sell. So, I mean, with all these products from all these 5 different countries, you're getting a huge, huge trend, design, everything that we have, you have it at the same time. You will be successful. Next morning, when you open the door, you will start selling. Rather than to come to the market and start one by one, to buy 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. It took me many, many years to come to this point that I can do it, or I'm able to do with all these products, putting it together. This is a key to our success.
And as a retailer, I know it's frustrating to go around and deal with 20, 30 different manufacturers and setting up terms with all of them, coordinating shipments and everything. I mean, this is just one stop. It makes it so easy for the retailer. I mean, you get all these different looks and all from one source. So
It's not just the 3 of you, though. For Moe's, it's obvious, but you have to have other people. But the attitude is throughout the whole showroom, and everyone I've met that works in your company has the same passion for what you're up to.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, one slogan that I have from the old days, the strength of any company, it's about the people of the company. And Mo Jr. and Sarah from the start, because, I mean, they earned the respect. Mm-hmm. And they earned it. So from then on, I mean, all the rest of the things that it goes with them, is just they're kind of role model for the company. From the staff point of view, they all.
And I think we'd like people to join the team that also really like the product, enjoy the product, so we have a passion for it. We very much like every employee to be incentive based in some way, shape, or form, to want growth for the company. So I think everyone's got a passion for it and really wants to grow it with us.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's again, remarkable, right? So what's next for Moe's beyond what we had?
I think growing the licensing, because it's something that we literally just launched less than 6 months ago. So I think that will be an exciting new adventure for us for 2017.
Yeah, that'll be a lot, I think, to handle. Outside of that, I mean, we're still growing just even the normal kind of dealer network that we have. So that continues. That's about it.
More product?
Another slogan that I have is there is always more at Moe's.
Yeah.
You be sure.
Yeah.
That's why our consumers, all of the customers that they buy from us, they know that let's go to Moe's because for sure there will be brand new product on every market.
And even in the retail store, always brand new product and always product moving on the floor. We don't just leave our floor stationary. Yeah. So I know, even going back 20 years ago in retail, most senior would always say, like, you might have come in this Saturday, but you need to come back next Saturday because it's going to be different. You might see something else. It's never going to be the same.
That's different too.
Yeah.
People know to do it, but it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
At the end, if that's the end of the story, at the end, there are the consumer here in US and Canada that they make us who we are today. And thank you for all of them. Yeah.
If you had advice for a retailer, I'm going to go from each of you. What would you give them to function and prosper today? Because retail is going through that shift.
Personally, I would say reduce the number of suppliers you're dealing with and select, a handful of good suppliers that have a good breadth of product and I would really concentrate on them rather than spreading yourself too thin and going after 20 or 30 different people for one store. You're going to waste more time just managing all those different suppliers and less time concentrating on your floor and dealing with your consumers and dealing with your staff. I mean, I really every day try and be on the sales floor and talk to the customers, talk to my staff, rather than being behind a desk trying to manage a bunch of POs with different suppliers. So I think that's very important that a lot of people maybe forget to do, is to just be involved in the day-to-day operations.
One thing I would say is like make sure you're curated, make sure your store is curated. I feel like everyone is looking for a little bit more of a curated offering. So I think that's really, really important. I think at Mo's, like, we have a very curated look, and I think that's why it works for us for our retail. I think marketing is a little bit different than maybe in the past, just running ads. I think social media is a big part of it, brand awareness, and just really making sure everything is cohesive for the brand. And all the voices are saying the same thing. Your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, in-store, they all have the same message, and it's all on brand. I think that's very important. And I think community involvement is another thing. I think just getting involved with key influencers within the community, holding events, things like that, that just brings people into the stores. And having a group of customers who really are believers of your business and having them spread the word. I think that's the new way of marketing. I think it's not about just throwing an ad in. You really need some core believers in your business who are just going to go out there and talk about your business because
The
they love it so much.
influencers.
Influencers, exactly.
Light them off, get them out there.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those are, I guess that was maybe more than one.
That was good, though. It was worth it.
Well, Sarah Mo Jr., they said all aspects of advice for the retailer. But for me, one small advice is the price. Price is the most important part. I mean, you have to know where you are buying, at what price you are buying. That's the key. And then remember, your profit is when you buy that day. That's your priority, and that's your price that you have to set. And start, like what Sarah said, start a relation with the company that you're trusting, and then go with that company and continue grow together. And very many of my customers, most customers, after 20 years, they come to the market. They are still, I'm seeing them. I have seen the second generation of customers that they came to Mo's with their family. That's the trust in the business. That's why. That's the key thing.
Well, what you hit on is managing your risks down, right?
Right.
Having a long view of what this is about.
Right. Establish a good relation with some of the companies that you really trust in. They come in, so we will grow together. That's what happened to us.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
the other thing is when you're dealing with a smaller number of suppliers, your buying power increases because you're a bigger customer to those manufacturers, and you'll get better pricing and better service and everything. So I think that makes a big difference.
Great. Well, thanks. We do have the ingredient for the retail. How about the ingredient in the Motini?
Well,
What's
No,
that?
That's the secret. Sorry. that we hold close. We can't-
Full disclosure on everything, but
all we can say, Motini is the drink that we are saving for the past 14 years in the market, and everybody loving it.
everybody talks about, I got to get a Motini.
Yes, let's go to Mo and have a Motini.
So, excellent.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.